I have to admit, I'm the worst kind of Star Wars fan. Well, I'm not the toxic fan, so maybe not the worst, but I'm a canon junkie. Yeah, I'm the kind to lose sleep over even a tiny continuity error. Looking at you, Bad Batch pilot. But you know, Disney has been pretty great in my opinion, overall, with keeping the timeline connected, cohesive across the movies, TV shows, comics, books, video games, and theme parks? Yep, in case you didn't know, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars themed land in Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios and California's Disneyland, is in fact a canonical addition to the Star Wars universe. Now that doesn't mean you're canon, well maybe, but probably not. But the world you visit and the stories you see, those are definitely canon stories. For a quick recap, the story takes place between Star Wars The Last Jedi, Episode 8, and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9. This time was chosen because the park opens between those movies, but it's also a really good time period to go with, in my opinion. We're set in a period where the Resistance is struggling and desperate to rebuild and expand their ranks before the final battle with the First Order. Because of this, the Resistance is looking for new hiding places, one of which becomes Batuu, the planet represented in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Meanwhile, the First Order is furiously scouring the galaxy to find the Resistance, which brings them to Batuu as well. You, the guest, are thrown right into the storyline, and can choose to either help them, hurt them, maybe you're a smuggler looking to make a quick buck, maybe something entirely different. You're open to making your own story within this world. Since the story takes place in the sequel era, it opens the door for plenty of iconic characters to pop in from that era, such as Rey, Chewbacca, Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma. But at the 2022 Star Wars Celebration, Scott Trowbridge, head Imagineer of Galaxy's Edge, announced the arrival of Boba Fett and Fennec, as seen from the Book of Boba Fett series, as well as the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda himself, Grogu, on the way shortly after them. And I'm guessing most of you are going to say, dope, can't wait. But if you're like me, you're probably wondering what these characters are doing here. Sure, they could be alive in this era, but they'd be over 30 years older than when we see them in their Disney Plus shows. That really closes the door, lets us know that they're going to live at least 30 years ahead, and I'm not sure if that's the best move right now, storytelling-wise. So did Disney drop the canon rules in favor of fan-favorite characters showing up in their park, doing that nice cross-marketing technique? Well, cross-marketing is definitely the reason that they're doing this, but no. In fact, Scott Trowbridge already explains how they can appear in the announcement of Boba Fett and Fennec's appearance, and in my opinion, it's a pretty brilliant explanation. So this is a quote taken directly from Scott Trowbridge at the Star Wars Celebration panel when he made the announcement. One of the things that we always wanted, from the very beginning, for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to be, was a place that would grow alongside the Star Wars storytelling. So we all know that there are some characters whose experiences we're seeing there today, and even though we may have heard, or read, or seen on screens some of the other stories through the past 1,000 years that Black Spire has been there, now, for the first time, we're going to be able to get little glimpses of those stories as they happen inside Batuu and on Black Spire Outpost. So basically, when you see Boba, Fennec, Mando, Grogu, or anyone else that we may see in the future that doesn't quite fit the era between episodes 8 and 9 of Star Wars, it's like peeking into the past of Black Spire Outpost. These characters visited the outpost before, in different eras, and we can peek into that event as if we are seeing visions and flashbacks. Hey, maybe we are powerful in the Force. And make sure to listen and ask what they're up to. They'll give you a glimpse into their mission and what brings them to Black Spire, at least according to what Scott Trowbridge had said. I've been able to visit Disneyland myself, and they haven't arrived at Florida's Galaxy's Edge yet, but I do wonder if Boba will interact with the First Order troopers. He technically shouldn't, but sometimes you have to sacrifice story for fun, and the explanation of the glimpses is enough for me as far as canon goes, personally. What would be really cool is if Empire stormtroopers and other post-Return of the Jedi era characters appeared alongside Boba and Fennec to give a full recreation of that past era. I know I'm reaching a little, but they got the costumes anyway. It would be really, really cool if they just brought back past eras for certain events around the park. So that's why Boba and Fennec are in Galaxy's Edge. You know, aside from the cross-marketing between Disney Plus and the parks. What do you think of a canon Disney parkland? Who would you like to see visit Batuu next? Did you have any fun interactions in Galaxy's Edge? Maybe I'll share some of my stories in a future video. I've got some pretty hilarious ones in my opinion. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or I may just have to turn you into the First Order. Just a warning there. Thanks for watching.